Shazam issue 4. Geoff Johns with Dale Eaglesham and Marcus Santucci on the art. So we left last time. All the kids all get split into into kind of pairs essentially, in the different lands. Shazam and Mary are still in Fun Lands. Pedro and what's the other kid's name? Eugene. Pedro and Eugene are in the game lands, and then Darla and Freddy.
Yes, I couldn't remember who was with her.
Yeah, I was just trying to place who's with who. Darla and Freddy are in the Wildlands, which actually starts the book off. I actually kind of loved how this started with just like this cop cat like brushing his teeth and getting ready for his day. Yeah, he's a tiger. That's right. Because he's got like a self-help book. It's like, I will not eat anyone. I will not eat anyone. And he's like practicing in the mirror. He's like, yes, sir. No, I will not eat you. I do not eat people, or I do not eat other animals. I am got it all under control. But they find humans, and we find out that humans are kind of extinct, but there's been rumours that some humans have arrived. So it's like, people should find those disgusting humans and this and that. And then we eventually see our characters like in a cage. After we see
when they're getting captured, the Shazam doesn't work for them.
Yeah,
they're cut off from it for whatever reason.
So they end up in a cage. I love that Darla's like Kitty and tries to hug the tiger.
Yeah,
she's all excited. She's like, "Yeah, cat." Meanwhile, in the game lands, they'll be like, "Oh, we want to get back to other realms," and they're like, "Well, you're gonna have to pay in your credits." It's like, "Oh, how do we get credits?" You're gonna have to win games and get credits, and they keep losing points for stupid reasons. Like, "Oh, you spoke back to us, minus 100 points. You did this, minus 500 points." So they're going to have to beat the game master to get out, and
that'll be a fun issue.
Yeah, but it looks like some sort of racing game they're going to have to play with them. So
this is very much an interim issue, and that's not to say I dislike it. I like all the individual scenes, but mostly it's like, okay, I'm excited for the next issue, right? I want to see this play out.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I think the Wildlands get a lot in this issue, whereas the game lands were definitely set up just for next issue.
No, they were. I'm into the wild, when the tiger's walking out and they're like, hey, you what's this book? This is forbidden literature. Animal, you have to behave as you're supposed to as an animal, right?
It felt like
it's trying to be better.
It felt like Zootopia mixed with a little bit of like Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah,
it was like a weird mix of things. So I kind of dug that, and then the main plot revelation in the Funlands is that what happens to the kids when they grow up. We find out that they get sent down to work. Like, all this magic that happens still needs a workforce, so that the adults are basically slave labor.
Yeah,
and work underground.
Yeah,
and that's where they're trying to put Billy, and that's where they've put Mary.
Who's Mary's got she's gagged. So she can't say Shazam.
Yeah, she's got a muzzle on.
Yeah.
So fun ideas, and then the big final thing at the end is that we, someone in the Rock Eternity, we can just hear someone these lands were all sealed off from each other for a reason, Billy, you idiot. And then the final page is Black Adam standing there. I was not expecting Black Adam to show up this early.
No, I wasn't either, because we were setting up Savannah and Mr. Mind stuff, and then it's, oh hey, Black Adam's here, and doing wrong, all for it. I love Black Adam, one of my favorite villains.
Of course.
Black Adam to the rescue is the point, and that's very much what I like most about Black Adam, where he's not just being an evil psycho, where he's got a weird code and he's got his reasons for doing things.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be an antagonist, at least not completely here. This feels like he's going to be kind of cleaning up their mess a little bit.
Yeah, because when he says, "Oh, they were sealed off for a reason," he's like, "Oh, god damn it! Now bloody kids! Now I've got to sort this shit out."
But he does note that the Monster Lands, I think it's called, is still sealed off, at least for now. So clearly, we're building up to.
He seems to be concerned about that one.
Yeah, he's scared of the Monster Lands. So I am very curious about finally getting in there.
It's a great way of selling your threat, is when your villain is also, scared of it.
He's like, screw this, I'm going to Kandak. I'm hiding. That's his attitude.
Yeah.
No, I don't fun with that. And then we see that as well that the foster parents have contacted the police because the kids are all missing.
Yeah.
So that's going along as well. Now I've been digging Shazam. I think it's been a really consistent, really solid book. If I'm going to rate it, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. I think the art kind of, again, very solid.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with the 8.
I think the highlight is probably the Funland, not Funland, sorry, the Wildland stuff. All the animal people, all the tiger people, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, that was particularly good. Art in the Gamelands looked a little. I think it's the inks that are a lot less defined than everywhere else. So it almost has this, almost a blurry effect. That's not quite what it is. It's just a little. Feels a little bit out of focus to me compared to everywhere else where it's all really tight inks.
Yeah, I do appreciate how different they look though, because obviously the Wildlands is very Zootopia. The Gamelands is very kind of like cyberpunk, like everything's neon kind of.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I still like it for the most part. It just the shift between them, like between the Funlands and the Wildlands, it still feels tight.
Would we
clean?
Would we presume that that's the Santucci pages, or
Possibly, yeah.